Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you win a basketball game right there. What a way to go into the All-Star break, man. What a freaking way to go into the All-Star break for the New York Knicks. Woo! This is exactly how you draw it up, ladies and gentlemen. A dominant performance from the New York Knicks tonight. And not just any win, ladies and gentlemen. Largest victory win of the season. Second largest win in Knicks history. 6th straight win in Philadelphia. Hold on, let me get a 6th straight win in Philadelphia. I mean, come on now. What a freaking game from the New York Knicks. Jose Alvarado, 8 threes, 5 steals, the full package. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a complete effort. One of the best Knicks games I've ever seen. And I'm not even being dramatic. Right? Everybody contributed who touched the floor. Everybody. And it started early with this New York Knicks team setting a record in the first half for the amount of assists that they had in the first half. And that is how you play Knicks basketball. For back-to-back, coming off the bad loss in Madison Square Garden to the Indiana Pacers, the New York Knicks answer. They respond. In the first quarter, you knew, like, oh, this ball is moving, baby. This ball is moving, baby. Shout out to the chat, man. Once again, shout out to the chat. Subscribe, like, all the good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are awesome. Wait for more of you guys to trickle in here. Shout out to you guys. Oh, man, we're just getting started over here in the Knicks Nation post-game show, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, a bunch of game balls to go around tonight, but Jose Alvarado, man. Jose Alvarado, according to ESPN, this is the second time in NBA history a player has hit 8 threes and recorded 5 steals off the bench. You know who the only other player to ever do it was? Dante DiVincenzo. We got our Dante back. We have our Dante. We got him back. We got him back. Look at this beautiful box score, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is a thing of beauty. I might frame this on my wall. I might blow this up, frame it right here on the wall, because, man, oh, man, this thing is a thing of beauty. Shout out to the members in here. Thank you for all the support, as always, man. Man, what a game from Jose. What a game from Mikel. What a game from Jalen Brunson. Again, assist setting the tone early. What a game from Cat. What a game from everybody, guys. Like, I can go down the list and it's just an incredible. We just witnessed an incredible watch. A team effort basketball game that resulted in one of the Knicks' best wins, right, ever. Again, I'm probably being dramatic, but that's how it felt, man. This was a straight domination from the first quarter on, right? The Knicks set a record in the first half in assists. 24 assists in the first half on 29 made shots. 24 assists on 29 made shots. That is how the ball's supposed to move, baby. Right? Jalen Brunson, you could tell. Right out the gate, you could tell, like, oh, okay. He heard the people. You could tell he was locked in. Right? Making a point. Like, he knew about last game. He kind of messed up down the stretch. It's okay. He knew about the shot selection. But tonight, it was about controlling the basketball game, and he did exactly that. Say it with me, guys. The Knicks are a different team when the ball moves. A different basketball team. Shout out to Mikal Bridges. Comes out on fire. 13 points in the first quarter. 6 of 8 from the field. Calm, smooth, surgical. Mikal has been absolutely incredible lately. for the New York Knicks. He's been awesome. Ever since that Raptors game in Toronto, he's been just consistently, like, really damn good for this basketball team. And, man, like, I'm just excited that, you know, the game before the All-Star break, we had a bad day yesterday. You wanted to come out today and send a message because, like I tweeted on the Knicks Nation page, I think Cleveland won. I think Boston. I don't know the score of that, but now you're in a good spot right now, right? Again, we really don't want to scoreboard watch this early, but man, I'm going. Look, yeah, Jose Alvarado, ladies and gentlemen. Jose, I got the fans chanting Jose, 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 Jose in Philly. In Philly, got the fans chanting his name. And shout out to Mitchell Robinson for not allowing the Philadelphia faithful. Most of the crowd was Knicks fans. But Mitchell Robinson kept hitting his free throws and it wasn't allowing them to get free chicken. Shout out to Mitch, man. Round of applause for Mitch for doing that. Alvarado is here, ladies and gentlemen. And look, he was nervous against the Indiana Pacers. Really nervous. Great game in Boston. Incredible game tonight, guys. I mean, incredible basketball game. 26 points, 5 steals. We got a GTA steal, by the way. 4 assists, 3 boards, 8 of 13. And what I love the most is that edge, that annoyance, that we're not backing down energy for nobody. Like, we're not backing down for nobody. Mitchell Robinson was fouled hard in the first half, second quarter, I believe. He's on the floor. And in years prior, last year, earlier this year, what have we all been saying? We've been missing that edge, that guy to step into somebody's face and be like, no, this is not gonna fly. This is not gonna fly. No buddy business, man. This is New York, and I absolutely, after that moment, he just took off. He got a technical foul. Good, great, keep doing it. Because that's what this team needs, is an edge on the basketball court. And Alvarado brings that plus much more, ladies and gentlemen. So shout out to Jose, man. Incredible game for Jose. The game, this was a perfect basketball game for the Knicks, man. A perfect basketball game for the squad, and I'm smiling from ear to ear right now. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Make sure you get those likes up. Shout out to the members as always. Raphael says GT5 Jose. Knicks Junkie says let's go. Dis Rover Chris Gotti. Jose went off. Dis Rover says absolutely buried them 6 feet deep. Loud and Clear says absolutely everyone contributed in a positive way. Isaiah says, bro, what a way to respond, man. Let's go, Knicks. What a freaking way to respond, man. What a game. What a freaking game, ladies and gentlemen. Fun watch. Perfect basketball game. You couldn't have scripted it better than this game. You couldn't have scripted it better for the Knicks. I mean, from the jump, the ball is just moving. You're setting records and assists in the first half. And then Jalen Brunson only attempted 6 field goal attempts, and the Knicks still dropped 138 points. Bruh. 6 field goal attempts, and they still dropped 138 points. That is what makes this Knicks team special. When the ball moves, the Knicks are extremely tough to beat. Right? Now, the Knicks still need their captain to do his thing. But, man, Mikal set the tone early in the first quarter. Cat, I thought he could have got to the free throw line again like 6 or 7 more times. Another double-double for Big Cat. Hits his only 3. Right? Josh, just amazing. Mitchell Robinson comes on off the bench, and his impact, guys, a second chance opportunity, a second chance points. It was a rebound that he grabbed, and he was falling out of bounds in the first half, second quarter, I believe. Gives it to Shamet. Shamet pumps fake, and I forgot who he swung it to. I think it was Brunson. But then I'm just like, the impact of Mitchell Robinson was felt tonight after we didn't have him yesterday, right? Everyone that touched, Mohamed Diawara comes in and hits 4 threes, gets back on track. Leading three-point shooter as a rookie, by the way. Mohamed Diawara. 14 points. Mitch. Jordan Clarkson came in and it wasn't impactful. Right? Kevin McCullough came in garbage time impactful. Kolek did something. Hook Porty give you. Everyone scored. Everybody that came into this basketball game scored. I love it. I love it, man. It started with the ball movement, and you could tell the team just fed off of that. The team just fed off of that. Yeah, it's kind of like a getaway night. I'm sure a lot of the Knicks players are going on vacation now because it's the All-Star break. They deserve it. Rest your body, get healthy, but not Jose Alvarado. Jose Alvarado is going to stay back in Tarrytown and learn the plays, learn the system, learn the area. Right? That's according to Ian Begley. So he's not going to go anywhere. Like he wants this thing to work. And boy, what a freaking game from Jose. 2 out of these 3 games, he's just been incredible. And I'm just gonna give him a pass for the last game because he was extremely nervous in that game. He was extremely nervous. Man, oh man. City, what's going on, man? Appreciate you, City. Source, what's going on? Says 86 is glad I skipped orchestra rehearsal to watch this game. Dominant game. Dominant. Guys, this felt good, right? Like, this felt good. Like, this one felt amazing. What did we all want? To get the bad loss out of our mouth again to Indiana yesterday? But the largest victory of the season. When Mike Breen said this was the second largest win in Knicks history, I couldn't believe it. Second largest win in Knicks history. Was the first the Nets? Did we just do that 2 times this year? Crazy. Philadelphia is MSG 2.0, by the way. MSG 2.0 in Philadelphia. That stadium was like 80% Knicks fans. And I know Say Quizzy was in the building. I saw him. I reposted a video on Instagram at Knicks Nation. Say Quizzy was in the building, but it just was a feel good win for the Knicks. And this box score is perfect. Literally perfect, guys. Perfect. I mean, no one played like Brunson 30 minutes. All the other starters didn't play above 30 minutes. Diawara amazing, Mitch amazing, Alvarado just insane. Like, first of all, Alvarado was just, man, I love his fire, man, and his passion. That's what we've been missing, right? We've been missing the fire. We've been missing. That's what makes you a fan favorite. He's going to be a fan favorite. He's already a fan favorite. Like, jerseys are probably flying off the shelves already because Jose just kind of like embodies New York, right? Exactly how it was when Josh Hart was acquired from this team. That's the impact we're getting from Jose right off the gate, right? He ties his career high in 8 threes. He's not gonna hit 8 threes every game, right? But this number right here, the 5 steals. Come on now. What a game. Shout out to the chat. Say Quizzy says Big Dub. El Figgy says what's Puerto Rico. Oh, what's good, El Figgy? D Dot says salute. Loud and Clear says, when was the last time Mitch had more points than Jalen Brunson? Wow. What? Yeah. I don't even think that's ever happened. Mitchell Robinson has more points than Brunson. But guys, like, that's what we've kind of been saying with this team. It's like Jalen Brunson, all-star, elite, great player, amazing player. Again, he's going to be in the all-star festivities this weekend with Cat. But, which is why I brought up the hero stuff at the end of the Pacer game. Now, you want Jalen Brunson to shoot those shots, and 90% of the time he's going to make those shots. But when the ball is moving, like when Mikal Bridges is having an amazing game, like you need, as a point guard, you need to recognize that. and you need to get him the ball. And I don't know what it was. I'm sure Jalen Brunson heard everyone. I'm sure he saw the tweets. I'm sure he saw it. Because he set the tone in the first quarter. The ball was moving, baby. That rock was moving. Moving. Hockey passes. Pass, hockey passes. Like, when the Knicks play like that, they're, especially with OG and Obi, they're extremely tough to beat. Right? And we just want them to be consistently like that. But sometimes they fall out of that. I mean, you have 41 assists as a team, guys. Look, it's not always going to look like this. This is how it is when it's hitting on all cylinders. Perfect. Just perfect. Like literally a perfect box score. You hit 23s, 45%. You get 51 rebounds. You get 41 assists, 13 steals, 15 turnovers. You can cut that down. 12 offensive rebounds, 6 blocks, 16 fouls. And everyone that played was a positive, was a plus. Right? So, man. Yeah. 86 Smurf says the one thing I love about this team is how they respond after adversity. Yeah, bad loss yesterday to Indiana. You knew they wanted to respond in the first quarter when that ball is just was consistently moving, right? And it's good to have Mitch back, right? He was flat out incredible, guys. Like 11 points today. Like sometimes it doesn't jump out. Like sometimes the box score doesn't jump off the page, right? But he is the most important role player. Like it has to be in the NBA. Like one of the most important role players in the NBA. Definitely in the Eastern Conference. I mean, the rebounding, the defense. Everything seems to change when Mitch is on the court. Like everything, right? So, there's no back-to-backs in the playoffs. So, the Knicks are being very careful with them, and they should. Because Mitchell Robinson is just as important than our key guys to this team. You saw his impact out there. 86 Smurf became a member. What's going on? Appreciate you, 86 Smurf. Thanks for the support. Shout out to 86 Smurf in the chat. We'll be posting some members-only content shortly. Probably tomorrow. Another video for you guys. Appreciate you, 86 Smurf. West End says, great game tonight. What's going on, West End? Tendra, what's going on? Appreciate you in the chat. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Shout out to the chat. You guys are absolutely awesome. The New York Knicks absolutely demolished the Philadelphia 76ers by a final score of 138-89. I wonder who the defensive player of the game is going to be today. I wonder who it's going to be because I can give it to Mitch. I can give it to Mikal, right? I can even give it a Cat. He had a nice block in the first quarter. It's probably going to go to Mitch. But, man. Then this Knicks team is fun. Like, why can't we play like this all the time, right? Why can't we play like this all the time? Alvarado gets defensive player of the game, Castro. Yeah, oh, yeah. What am I thinking? I forgot. What am I thinking? 5 steals, of course. Wow, I'm an idiot for that. 5 steals for Alvarado. He has to get defensive player of the game, right? But that, like, I wasn't even thinking about that because, like, there were a lot of defense being played in this game for Mitch, like for Mikal. So I just loved everything about this game. It was just like a perfect basketball game. Like literally perfect basketball game. And what a way to go into the All-Star break. Right? So you demolish Philly and 6 straight in Philly, man. That's incredible. That's incredible. Joel says Sunday and tonight was fun to watch. Definitely. Like, yesterday, like that's the weird thing. Like Piston game happened. Then the Knicks answer on Sunday. A tremendous respond from a collapse in Detroit. Then they come back home. They get beat by Indiana. Then they answer tremendously tonight. So, look, it's a long season. These things happen. You can't win every single game, right? But the East was getting tight. The race was getting tight. And this Knicks team responded in a way where, look, I didn't think that they were going to respond like this. But, man, I mean, you couldn't script it any better, guys. Like, honestly, you couldn't. I mean, Shamet, 5 assists from Shamet. Mikal, and I want to go back to Mikal because, like, he's been super, super efficient for the New York Knicks lately. And 9 of 15, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. He's just doing it all out there. And and obviously the Raptors game propelled him, right? And great game yesterday. Great game in Boston. Remember in that Piston games, he was the only one to show up in that game. So Mikal Bridges has started to play like Mikal again, and that feels good. That feels good as a Knicks fan to have him play like this, because he has been hot and cold, right, throughout the season, but he's just been phenomenal, and I just want to give him his shine because, in a game where you can point to many things that happen, especially Alvarado, he's going to overshine everything, right? Because why not? 26 and 5 steals off the bench hasn't happened since Dante did it. I don't believe he was a Knick. I think he was a Buck when Dante did that. But having Jose on the team, it just brings me joy just watching him. Like what happened in the first half, him getting in the face of, I forgot who he got in the face of, but when our player went down, like when Mitchell Robinson went down, hard foul or not, I don't care. Right? That was the issue that we've been saying, that Knicks fans have been craving for, a guy that would just like stick up for our dudes. And that's why I've wanted Jose, because I know he brought that. And he did it in the first half, and it kind of propelled him to have this big game. So, amazing game from the New York Knicks tonight. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to every single one of you guys in the chat. Wait for more comments to come out. If you guys want to call into the show, you guys can hit the Discord. Link is pinned up in the chat. You guys can hit the Discord, call into the basketball show. Jose Alvarado is the defensive player of the game. Okay, that came out 27 minutes ago. I'm a little late, but here it is. Let's go, Jose. Man, what a game from Jose, man. Beautiful Knicks, beautiful Knicks basketball. You couldn't, honestly, you couldn't script a better outcome for this team, man. There he is, defensive player of the game, Jose Alvarado. First of many to come. First of many. Let's go. Got the hat on. Where the Timbs at? There they go. There they go. Man, I'm happy, guys. This one felt good. This one felt good. You couldn't, Jose was amazing, but honestly, everyone was amazing that touched the floor tonight. It felt like magic was on the floor. It felt like the ball was just, it probably felt like a golf ball to the New York Knicks, and the hoop was a hula hoop. Everything was going in for them, and it started in the first quarter. I keep wanting to go back to that first quarter because they were moving that basketball. They're set a record, franchise history for assists, right? In the first half, 24 assists. Knicks record for assists and a half, 24 assists in the first half, guys. That is, talk about move. That's some Spurs stuff. That's some back in the day Spurs magic. What we saw. Like, that's some Spurs stuff what we watched today. Look at Cat smiling. So Cat and Brunson are probably going to hop on a plane after tonight or tomorrow, head to the All-Star festivities. Everyone else is probably just going to take it easy. And hopefully we can get OG Anunoby back. He is day-to-day. That came out today. So they don't think it's a serious injury. OG Anunoby is day-to-day. And I'm picturing lineups with OG and Jose out there. And I can't wait for that. But yeah, man, just a tremendous basketball game for the New York Knicks. And, you know, here we are on to the All-Star break, right? On to the All-Star break. Dis Rover says Sixers look like the wet bandits in Home Alone on grease floors. Jose says OG will be back after the All-Star break. Yes, hopefully OG Anunoby can come back after the All-Star break. He's day-to-day, so that's good news. So here's the dominated, guys. I mean, this is 45% from three. Sixers shot 19% from three. 81% of the free throw line. And the rest weren't really calling anything, but we move on, right? 22 of 27, 51 boards, 41 assists. 41 assists. I just want to keep saying that number, 41 assists. Because, man, the ball moves like that. Like, that is the rest. That is the key. Like, that is a secret sauce to great things. It's the ball moving like that. Like, if the Knicks want to win 4 rounds, the ball's going to move. They have to move like that. And it just gives everyone confidence, too. Like, it just gives everyone confidence, too. It's like, it's not just one player. If everyone's making their shot, if everyone's touching the ball and everyone's contributing, then you play better defense, right? Then you get back. Then you, like, it just it just brings up the confidence in the guys, and you saw it tonight. You saw it tonight, man. 6 blocks. Shout out to Cat getting one. 50 points in the paint. Jesus. The largest lead. Oh, man. What a game. What a game, man. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to you guys. Let's hit some of your comments. El Figgy says Alvarado can really make a name for himself on the Knicks. It's a feel-good hometown guy dream story. I'm rooting hard for this man. Yeah, it's you couldn't have said it better. It's a feel-good story, and I knew that's why when the Knicks were interested in him, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, why? Like, we don't need another smaller guard." Like, he's more than a small guard. Like, he does a lot. CJ, what's going on? He does a lot on the basketball court than just, like, he's a point guard. He can shoot. He's a pest on defense. Like, he's just more than what people know him for. Like the Grand Theft Auto stuff. He's more than that. Right? And Mike Brown talked about that. His offensive game, his offensive arsenal is impressive. And even the threes were great today. But there was a play where he cut through the defense and the gravity he pulled from the Philadelphia 76ers defenders. And he's just so shifty and quick. And his body control. It's exactly what we needed off the bench. And obviously Deuce McBride injury, made the New York Knicks make the trade. But, man, 2 second-round picks for Jose Alvarado. You look at that trade now and you're like, man, no brainer. Right? We're trying to win a championship. Shout out to Yabu. CJ, what's going on? Jose says, if our Knicks hit threes like tonight in the playoffs, it's going to be hard to beat us. Yeah. I mean, anytime you shoot 45% from three, it's hard to beat anybody, to be honest with you. Jose gives you 8 of them, but anytime you shoot that well from three, it's hard to beat anybody. Let's be honest, right? And Brunson hit 2 of them, and those were his 2 made field goals out of 3. So I believe the Knicks record with Jalen Brunson shooting less than 20 shots is really damn good. If you know it in the chat, please post it in the chat. And I saw that floating around, but look, we're Jalen Brunson. We wouldn't have gone to the Eastern Conference Finals without Jalen Brunson. Like, it's just a different team when the ball is moving like this. Like, when he's the point guard, right? He's the captain. He's the head of the snake out there. It starts with him, right? And versus the Pacers, 5 straight possessions of isolations, right? That's 2, okay. 3, okay. But there needs to be a point where you're like, as a point guard, as a leader, be like, okay, my shot's not falling tonight. Let me get Mikal involved, who's playing incredible. Let me get Cat the ball, right? So sometimes Jalen Brunson still struggles with that, but he's still Jalen Brunson, right? So I thought tonight he did a really good job at recognizing that early. And he wanted to get everyone involved, and he did an incredible job. And that's what led to 138-89. So, sources 18-2. El Figgy says, now I want to grind the Pistons into dust. First game back from the All-Star break is the Knicks and Detroit Pistons, ladies and gentlemen. So, I want to go to the standings here, see the updated standings, right? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the chat. Okay, so Celtics won, Cleveland won. That's why this game was big, right? You're still in the 3rd seed. You played one more game than Boston, which is why they're a half game ahead of you. But you come out of the All-Star break and you got the Detroit Pistons, who will be without some guys because of their suspensions. Now, I don't know if they're going to appeal that, but Isaiah Stewart suspended. Jalen Duran suspended. So they're going to be without some guys in that game unless they appeal it and play. So that's the first game out of the All-Star break. But right now, you can feel good about this team. Look, it's a little bit more than halfway through the season. You're 35-20. You're 3rd in the East. And you seem to turn it around lately with some bumps, right? Bad loss to Indy, bad loss to Detroit. But all in all, you just want to get healthy into the postseason, and you want to implement Alvarado in this system, and let's go, right? Let's go. But I'm feeling really good as a Knicks fan on where this team is at. Especially with the addition of Alvarado, because I know, okay, now we got a dog on the bench who's not going to take any ish from nobody, right? Mitchell Robinson goes down, I'm going to push you. I'm going to get in your face. That's my guy. That's not going to happen. That's not going to fly. You need a little crazy on your team. And Alvarado brings that plus more, much more. So, yeah, man, I'm feeling good as a Knicks fan right now heading into the All-Star break. I'm feeling good. Feeling real good. Can it be better? Yeah. I think our record last year is a game or two better than our record now. But we all know it. I just want home court in the first couple of rounds, preferably. And I still do think this Knicks team can beat anyone in the East. I do. Especially when they move the ball like they did tonight, guys. Let's be honest. If they don't move the ball like that, if they don't move the ball, I don't think they're gonna win. But when we do, I think we'll go far. El Figi says we're fine. We have to stay healthy going into May. Please, yes. Stay healthy going into May, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Look, OG Anunoby once again day to day with the toe. So the Knicks are pretty much putting out there that they're not concerned. And look, I'm sure if this was the playoffs, OG would be out there, wrap up the toe and let's go. But you really don't want that toe to kind of be an issue here. And I'm happy that it wasn't turf toe, because that would have been bad. But they're calling it just like a, I mean, you guys know what he has. Just his nail and the toe, like it's nasty. But yeah, man, I kind of want to go back to the box score again because I just want to just look at greatness, man. So Alvarado wins defensive player of the game, right? And man, tremendous game. 24 assists in the first half was just incredible, right? And look, Alvarado, I just love the addition. Shout out to the chat. CJ says Pistons gonna peak to early burn themselves out by playoffs like Cavs did last year. Ooh, we'll see. We'll see. Joel says Alvarado is the first player in NBA history with 25 points, 5+ made threes, 5 steals in under 20 minutes. Wow, is that true? Shout out to you, Joel, for bringing that stat in the chat. Wow. I know Alvarado isn't portrayed to be this, like, 3-point sniper, but it kind of feels good when it comes out of his hands, right? Like, he has a nice stroke, and he has a nice arc on his shot, and it feels pretty good coming out of his hand. And he hits 8 of them things tonight. Like, I don't know. Like he kind of reminds, like, I don't want to compare him to Dante, right? But is it crazy for me to kind of do that right now? Like, he kind of reminds me of him. Dante, way better shooter, right? But Dante had an edge too. Kind of reminds me of that. Yes, source, pause. But hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm just happy that he's on the team. But these, especially in Boston and tonight, it kind of reminded me of Dante a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, because Dante would have some of these games like this where he would shoot like 8 threes and play some great defense off the bench in less than 20 minutes, right? So maybe he can be our Dante from 2 years ago. Maybe. We'll see. But it kind of feels like that in the first 3 games, right? The energy, just the energy alone, like that he has in him is just like it just gets me hyped watching these games. So, and it's going to bring out the best in everyone. It's going to bring out the best in Cat. It's going to bring out the best in Mikal. So, we'll see. But I'm excited. I'm excited for that first game versus the Detroit Pistons coming out of the All-Star break in Madison Square Garden. Oh, man. Source, come on now. This Rover says both. Much more impressive is GTA's 5 steals from Slow Runner in the chat. Yeah, I mean, the 5 steals were incredible. The one steal where he hid behind, again, he's by the Philadelphia 76ers bench, and he's sprinting down court, and he pokes the ball away. He gets the steal. He misses the 3, but right after that is when he hit those back-to-back threes, and I'm just sitting there in awe. I'm like, man, like he's actually Grand Theft Auto. Like, literally, he's like, everyone knows it, but they still can't stop it. Like, he's small, he's shifty, he hides behind players because of his size. And, you know, I'm just happy that he's on the Knicks. Hell of a trade. Shout out to Yabu for waiving that player option. If it wasn't for Yabu, Jose Alvarado wouldn't be on this team. So shout out to Yabu. I'll always respect Yabu, even though we talked a lot of crap about Yabu in this chat. But, hey, shout out to you, sir. Big Task is in the building. What's going on, Big Task? This is what it's all about. Let's go, Knicks. Hell of a game for the New York Knicks. See if we get some audio from the guys. Man, oh, man, this felt good, right? This felt good. Oh, here's Mitchell Robinson. This is what I'm talking about. Says, no chicken for you, bud. I mean, Let's go. No chicken. Where is it? Here's Mitchell Robinson when he hit the free throw. No chicken, Philly. What was it? Chick-fil-A that they'll get? Like free Chick-fil-A in Philly? If Mitchell Robinson missed both free throws? Let's go. Hit your free throws, Mitch. I love it. No chicken. Big Taz says, we know who's getting the Timbs and a hard hat. Yes, in fact, it was Jose Alvarado. Let's go. Joel says, the fact we can add like someone like Sokan to this team. Yes, we still have a spot. We can sign a buyout guy. It's going to be interesting who the Knicks go with. I'm probably going to do a podcast with Chris talking about that and talking about the expansion draft. That should be interesting. NBA is looking to expand to, I think, 2 teams. So that should be interesting. So, but yeah, buyout market. The Knicks still have, they can sign someone in the buyout market, right? Now, you really want to be strategic on that, but, we'll talk about that when we get there. But the way this team has set themselves up with the Yabu trade and the Alvarado trade to be able to sign, to get under the cap, to be able to sign someone in the buyout market was just a tremendous move by this front office, right? 4D chess. And again, you replace Yabu with Alvarado, smaller guard, but you see we never felt this with Yabu. Like this is what we thought we were gonna get. Not this, but impactful stuff from Yabu, like Alvarado has shown in like 3 games, when Alvarado hasn't even practiced with the team. Right? So Alvarado has come in here and had an impact like that out of the gate. He probably had 1 practice with the team, but still, you get the point, right? You get the point. So it feels good that he's a New Yorker doing this, though. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right, this is from Stephen Bondi. Knicks now blasting salsa in the locker room after Jose Alvarado went off in victory over the 76ers. Kind of changing the culture already in that locker room, right? He's bringing joy in that locker room. Not that it wasn't joyful in the locker room, right? But teammates already love him. How do you have 8 threes and 5 steals? How do you have 8 threes and 5 steals in less than 20 minutes? Jeez. All right, let me get the sound on in here. Where's my soundboard? Once again, shout out to the chat. Shout out to every single one of you guys in the chat. Subscribe, like, all the good stuff. Hit the Discord. I see some Discord people waiting. I don't know where my soundboard is. But yeah. Let me get my sound up. There it is. So you guys can actually hear something. I still can't hear that. All right. I don't know what the heck is going on right now. But I'm trying to get the highlights on the screen. Bear with you for 1 second. Doughboy in the chat, Money Man. Let's go, Knicks. The Money Man is in the chat. Dis Rover says, Wepa. Slow Runner says, defensive player of the game should also go to Mitchell Robinson. Yes. GTA also calls the 76ers Senate Adama to step over the line. Yes, I believe I have that video too, because I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, here it is. Stuff you can't teach, right? Stuff that only Jose does. Here's a play you're talking about. Can't teach that stuff. Karl-Anthony Towns makes a basket. You see Jose lurking right here. Right? Adema is trying to inbound the ball, but he sees Jose behind Edgecombe. So instead, he takes like a little step. Can't do that. The Jose Alvarado effect, ladies and gentlemen. The Jose Alvarado effect. So, man, I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Let's go to the Discord. I've talked enough. See El Figgy waiting in the Discord. I see Yuri waiting in the Discord. All right.
Oh, hey, out.
All right, let's get to Yuri first. Yuri, welcome to the Knicks Nation postgame show. How are you, sir?
I was going to be real. I was going to skip this game tonight. I was going to play my Doom 3, but I was like, you know what? Let me watch this game, see how it goes.
And boy, what a game.
And boy, was I in for a treat.
What a game.
Also, a little sponsor video. Go play Doom 3 if you haven't. If you got like a Steam, go search up Doom 3 BFG edition. Peakness. Just pure peakness. Back to the game. And this was a B2A. B2A. Elt. 2 ass. 4 quarters straight.
Demolished them.
If there was a game to say, yo, yesterday was a fluke, this was the one.
Yep.
This was the game to say, yo, yesterday was a fluke. We were off our game. We were not a team. We were ISO ball heavy. That's not us. And boy, that ball movement. I'm saying, is that the Knicks? Is that the San Antonio Spurs from like a decade and a half ago? Because I was a Knicks fan back then, but San Antonio Spurs with
felt like it with all the ball movement, Yuri. I mean, the Knicks were moving the ball that set records in the first half, and felt like the kind of the back, like I said, the back in the day Spurs. And you know, if they move the ball like that, they're going to be a tough beat in the playoffs. I'll tell you that.
And we talked about buying into Mike Brown's system. That hey, we got to see how this team looks like at All-Star break.
Yep.
And I don't want to say. I want to say confidently. I need to see more. I think I can honestly say they're bought into Mike Brown's system now. I hope and it stays that way.
Feels like it, right, Yuri? Feels like it.
It feels like it.
Feels like Cat got the trading deadline out of his system, right? He's playing better. He's playing more confidently. We got to get his three-point shot back though. But tonight, you know, 1-on-1. And look, this team is going to be judged in the playoffs, right? Ultimately, but it feels like they're. Look, the Indiana game was a bump in the road. Right, the Piston game was a bump.
The Piston game bump in the road. You could scratch that up as well.
I need them to come out of the All-Star break with a bang against Detroit. That's what I need.
I'm gonna be the one to say Isaiah Stewart got off easy.
Yeah.
But back to the game.
What else you got, Yuri?
Back to the game. Hart contributed. Mikel, glad he stepped up finally, especially after his piss poor performance in Philly last time.
Yeah.
And OG being out, I'm not really worried about it, Ant. Because I searched up what that is. That is nasty. And I'm hoping he got surgery on it, just so they're letting him rest for a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So he's fully healthy come postseason. We need OG. But this game gave me confidence that we can win without OG. As compared to the last few years, Ant, this team without OG was miserable. Now with Jose Alvarado, now with Mitch, now with a few dogs on the defensive end. I want to see what Jose looks like with Deuce on a court, bro. I'm dreaming of Jose, Deuce, OG,
can't wait for
Mitch. That. I'm dreaming of it.
Hopefully we get Deuce back before the playoffs, right, Yuri? And look, Yuri, appreciate the call. Let me get to El Figgy waiting. But hopefully we get Deuce back. But it's good to have Jose on the team. El Figgy, how are you? Welcome to the Knicks Nation postgame show. Go Knicks.
Love that. Go Knicks. I loved everything about that. Loved the ball movement, loved the team, camaraderie, loved the guys off the bench cheering, laughing, smiling, looking loose, looking just cohesive. Everything about that. That is exactly what I want to see in my basketball team. And they came out tonight to ball.
Set a message in that first quarter in the first half with the setting the record of the assist, right? And obviously Jose 8 threes are amazing, but yeah, man, it feel good win. Really good win. Feel good.
Feel fantastic win it.
Fantastic.
Feel fantastic win it.
Fantastic, yeah.
And look, everyone who's on this team right now survived the trade deadline. These are our guys. These are our guys. Love them or hate them. You got problems with this one, problems with that one. You don't like the way so and so shows up on any given night. Cat, Giannis, nonsense. These are our guys. So we either have to strap in, ride this roller coaster to the end, or we can bitch and moan every night. But I'm not down for that, because this is it. These are our guys, and we got to make a run for it. So I think we all have to, get ready, support our guys, and I think we're good. I think we need to stay healthy going into the playoffs. I think that's one of our biggest things right now. It seems like every other week, Josh has an ankle injury, OG right now with the toenail, Pat with the eye, or other problems. I think health is a big issue with us, and I just want to stay healthy going into the playoffs. That's my biggest worry. As of Jose, though, right now, man, look, it's early. I don't think we should be building any statues outside MSG right now, but I do. No. But I do want to say, man, I am really rooting for this guy.
Yep.
He can really, this trade to the Knicks, this could make his career. And I'm really pulling for him because he had an underdog story. If you heard yesterday, when his coach from Christ the King was talking, he went in undrafted, kind of, had to make his way into the league. And it's a Cinderella story. And I'm really pulling for this kid. He's a hometown kid playing for his hometown team. And it's, this is movie making magic type of stuff. So I'm really pulling for him. I think yesterday was kind of a blip. You could tell in his eyes, he looked a little nervous. He had his whole family out there. I just want to put that aside. I think once he settles into his role, he'll be good. I'm really pulling for him. And I love that he brings edge. We need some edge.
We need that, right? Yep.
We 100%. And, I know, some people are like, I don't want to be the kind of team that, gets into fights or gets into little squabbles. And I've been saying this since the beginning of the season, there's just too many guys on this team that you would let date your sister. That's just not necessarily a good thing.
Oh my God.
You don't always want that.
You're right.
You just don't always want that. And I love that he stepped up for Mitch and he's like, look, you can go ahead. You can draw a foul, but you're not going to draw a hard foul. You're not going to knock my guy down. You're not going to get handsy. He's drawing a line in the sand. You're going to foul my guy? Foul him. Do it right.
Yep.
Don't go out there trying to hurt somebody on purpose.
Yep.
And he's drawing a line in the sand, and you need that dog. You can't just let guys think that they can put hands on you and rough up your guys. You just can't. That's just not the way it works. And, I'm excited to see where he's going to come and where he's going to go with us. I'm here for it, all of it. I think we got something special in Diawara. That kid has come
special kid, man.
I mean, he has just come along so much more quickly and developed so much more quickly. And this is really when I get to the point where I'm like, I had mixed emotions when we fired Thibs and we got Mike Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I think we really have to sit there and say to ourselves, if Thibs was here, would we even know who Mo Diawara is?
No.
Would we even know would we even know his name? And this is where you have to say, and again, I feel like the jury's out on Mike Brown. I'm still not 100% sure where he's going to take us, but I think we definitely had to part ways with Thibs. Yeah. Whether or not Mike Brown is our guy, I mean, I thought tonight, he said, I wanted to see more ball movement. I wanted to see the ball move a lot. And he did. He made adjustments. We have to understand too, man. Look, we have been a little shaky at times. We win the Emirates Cup, then we lose on MLK Day to the Mavs. We go on this crazy win streak, and then we get blown out by the Detroit Pistons. Mm-hmm. Then we go back, we beat the Boston Celtics, and then we lose like we did yesterday to the Pacers. These are the Knicks. This is what they do to you, man. They take you up and down, round and round. This is what it is to be a Knicks fan. It is what it is, man. It builds character. We got to just, get ready for the second half of the season.
Let's go.
We're gonna be okay, y'all. Let's go.
Let's go. Hell of a call. Shout out to El Figgy. Thanks for the support as always. El Figgy, really appreciate you as always. Hell of a call. Hell of a call from El Figgy and Yuri. Shout out to those in the chat. Yeah, look, really she said she's really pulling for Alvarado, and so am I. So am I. Yeah, look, nervous. The first game in Madison Square Garden, as a Knick especially, I'm sure that he was feeling some nerves. We're human. He had his whole family in there, his coach, his high school coach. But, man, you could just feel him on the floor, right? Everybody seems to feed off his energy. Everybody. And he's not just like, he's also smart. By the way, newsflash. He's not just running around like a maniac out there. Like, he knows the passing lanes. He times his steals perfectly, it seems. He can really handle the ball really well. That's basketball IQ. And we've seen it as Knicks fans, right? Some guys play in New York, but some guys are built for New York. There's a difference. And it feels like he's one of the guys that is built for this because he's from the area. He's from Brooklyn. Like, it shouldn't faze him at all. Right? Undersized, overlooked, chip on his shoulder. Like, defends like his life depends on it. I love that shit, man. Knicks fans eat that up. We do. And he has no fear. No fear. We saw it tonight. Catch and shoot. Let it fly. Kind of like Dante. No fear. So he just brings a tremendous edge to this basketball team in which we were missing for quite some time. So shout out to Alvarado. Shout out to the chat. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Let's get to your comments in the chat. Jose says, when the Knicks play Detroit next week without Jalen and Stu, Knicks must win that game big time. Yes, I hope they win that game, Jose. CJ says, 5-star call. CJ giving love to the callers. Appreciate that, CJ. CJ says, I want to see him get into Detroit's ball handlers. Yeah, look, hopefully we can get OG and Obi back in that game. But, yeah, look, it's a different look when Alvarado's on the court, for sure. Now, he's going to get attacked by guards like how he did by McConnell against the Pacers. He's going to get attacked. Teams are going to attack him. But I'm confident enough that, he's a smart defender, that there's going to be times where, he'll be okay. Right? He'll be okay. And now we take the All-Star break. We get healthy, like El Viggy says, because if it has felt like it's always been something, right? It's been like one of those years when we get everyone back, someone goes down. Hart with the ankle, Brunson with an ankle, Deuce, it's felt like that, but I just hope that we can get everyone healthy. Look, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But maybe these are pre-planned. Maybe the New York Knicks are just being extra cautious because, look, we're going to make the playoffs. We're going to be a top 4 seed in the East. We just need everyone healthy during our run. And I think we will get there. I think the OG thing isn't that serious. And after that, we can just, go from there. But hell of a win. Hell of a win. 86 Mercer's Ant, you go to any Knicks games in person? Yes, I do. I haven't been to one this year at all. But yes, I do. If I do, I'll let you know too. Maybe are you season ticket holder? But yes, I do. CJ, yeah, I read that. So once again, let me see if I've missed anything, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I missed anything, if I've gotten any audio from any Knicks that we can talk about. Let's go, Jose. Let's go. Love the passion. Do we have any audio? I see quote. So this was Jose after his dust up with Watford. He did a hard foul, but I think he did a little extra with the staring. I'm just not going to go for none of that. That's when I'm at my best. Let's go. Yo, we needed him. We needed him. We needed him on this team. Definitely. 26 points, 5 steals, 8 threes for Jose Alvarado, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
He has 3 rebounds. He has 3 steals.
You hear him? You hear the crowd?
Chance of Jose here in Philadelphia for the backup point guard of the New York Knicks.
I'm honest. It's very rare that I'm genuinely happy for.
Man, already a fan favorite. Already a fan favorite, Jose Alvarado. Welcome home, Mr. Alvarado. All right, so All-Star break. All-Star break is here. So got to get our bodies right. Got to get the rest in. Got to get OG Anunoby healthy. And we just, hopefully we can get the guys, back to playing OG Anunoby. Back on next Thursday, I believe, is the next Knicks game. So they got pretty much a week and a day off. Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns will participate in the festivities in the All-Star break. And that should be fun to watch. Allen Houston as well. So that should be fun to watch. So, we'll be watching that this weekend. Chris and I will be doing a podcast. So be on the lookout for that. Pretty much giving our thoughts about the first half of the season and much, much more. Be on the lookout for that. And yeah, just thanks for the support. More content on the way. You guys have been awesome. And just keep it rocking. Hit the notification bell so you guys get notified first. Hit the Discord as well. I'm really active in the Discord or on Instagram. Send me a message at Knicks Nation or on X at Knicks Nation as well. Those are the socials. They're pinned up in the chat. Once again, Knicks dominate the Philadelphia 76ers, final score 138-89. Look out for the podcast on the way with more content as well. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. As always, let's go freaking Knicks. What a game. Shout out to the members as always. You guys are awesome. Shout out to the chat. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Bang! Jalen Brunson